What is up out the mud? It's your girl, Monica, here to talk to you more about the high tunnel, what it is, how it's different from a greenhouse, how much it costs, where I got it from, and all of the above. So first and foremost, a high tunnel is a structure that's going to extend your growing season. It is not the same thing as a greenhouse. A greenhouse is heated and cooled, whereas a high tunnel is not. Now, in order to get your high tunnel from NRCS, which is Natural Resource Conservation Agency, you must first obtain a farm track number. And that farm track number is what you get from Farm Services Agency. So you go to FSA in your county and you set up an appointment to get your farm track number. It's a really easy process and it's free. And then while you're there, you want to ask to speak to your conservationist because NRCS is usually in that same building. Okay. Once you've done that, you're likely going to be scheduled for a site visit. And the site visit is where your conservationist comes out to your property to just see what you got going on, get a lay of the land. My conservationist, after my site visit, said, you know what, I need you to get something planted, because at that point, I had nothing planted. I had no animals. I had nothing, right? So I did a raised bed and I planted a tomato plant and some other things and sent him a picture, and that sufficed. Well, this was in March of 2019. So actually, March of 2019 is when I got my farm track number. And in May of 2019 is when my conservationist came out. So COVID happened. And then I had to have another site visit. So back in April, I think it was April of 2021. I had a second site visit, I think, just because of COVID. They wanted to come back out and make sure I was still, planning on doing the same thing. And I was. So I had that second site visit, and these ladies came out to, just kind of get reacquainted with things. So we got everything squared away that I was still wanting to move forward. In October, I started getting quotes. I got a quote from Scenic Acres on, how much it would cost for me to do the high tunnel. High tunnels come in all shapes and sizes. So if you have a small backyard, if you're on a quarter of an acre or third of an acre, and you want a high tunnel, you can get one. I happen to be on 5 acres, so I decided to go ahead and go with the biggest one I could get, which was a 30 by 96. So I got a 30 by 96 high tunnel, and as a result, I had to pay 30 by 96 prices. And here's the other thing. Even though you are getting a cost share grant, which is what the EQIP program is through NRCS, the EQIP program is the program that you get your high tunnel through. Even though they're going to be reimbursing you, you have to pay all of it up front. So I got my quote in October of 2021. However, I didn't get my money together until February of 2022. So I got my quote in October. It was $13,000 and some change. February 2022, I went ahead and paid in full to the company that I decided to go with, which was Scenic Acres out of Kentucky. So I paid for them, paid in full, and got a discount as a result of doing that. Got on the installation schedule for March. So they came out mid-March, did the installation, and then in April, I was reimbursed. And as you can see here, it was like $8,900. And then several months later in December, I got another $3,000 and some change. So I was not expecting that second deposit. So the whole reason that you want to get your farm track number from FSA is so that you can participate in these cost share programs, grant programs, loan programs, all of the above. This particular program resulted in my total out-of-pocket after my first reimbursement in April and then my second reimbursement in December, which honestly I did not even know was going to happen. But after both of those, my 30 by 96 high tunnel only had me out-of-pocket like $700, okay? So when I tell you, you definitely want to go through the steps, and it does take time, so the sooner the better. Go through the steps and do what you need to do in order to get your high tunnel, because again, it's going to extend your growth season. And not only that, now this coming fall, my plan is to debut my second cash crop, which is going to be soap. And I'm going to be making soap that's going to be, specific for a target audience. And in order for me to do that, I'm going to need certain herbs. So this fall, I'm going to be focusing on growing those herbs in my high tunnel, and I will be able to extend my growth season and grow them into probably October, November as a result of having this high tunnel, so that I can produce lots and lots of bars of soap so I can debut my second cash crop in 2024. So go get your high tunnel. Start the process now. If you need help, check out the link in the description box on different ways that you can connect with me, which include a free Zoom call at the end of every month so I can answer all your questions. Okay, talk with you soon. Peace.